Hey you guys, I'm Kori Ashton and this is another WordPress Wednesday. Today is the day we are going to look at the ultimate beginner's guide for WordPress. So if you're just starting out and you're trying to figure out, can I even do this? Now's the time to watch this video. I know it's going to be a little lengthy, but it's going to answer all your questions in one spot. I'm going to give you more resources and a lot of these are going to be in the budget of free. So stick around, let's get to it. We're going to answer questions like, what's the difference between WordPresscom and .org? Is WordPress secure? How do I choose a theme? What's a plugin? A widget? How do I update? Can I use this thing to make money? Can it be a blog? Can I add videos? Can it be something where I can make it look just like that demo I saw? I'm going to answer all these questions right here, right now. Let's get started. What's the difference between WordPress.com and .org? Okay, you guys, you follow my channel, you know free is always in the budget, and that's where you find WordPress.com. That's one of the biggest differences between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. .com is free. You can start building right here, right now on the WordPress.com version today by clicking Start Your Website. Fill out the information and you start building. They're going to give you basically free server space to load that content and to build out your website. Now, you will have, let me just stay there for a minute and say that you will have an address, something like if I were to do it, it would be something like koriashton.wordpress.com. So if you wanted to go ahead and have it link over to your own domain name, let's say you went and purchased your own domain name and you wanted it to link to that, you would have to do a little bit of an upcharge. So very quickly you start having to pay to use WordPress. But if you just wanted to tinker around and try it to get something out there live so that the world can see it, maybe you want to start blogging in the new year, something like that, this is where you go, WordPress.com, totally free. But WordPress.org, this one's the more popular one because this one really opens up the box. It unlocks every opportunity, every bit of potential. You get to upload premium themes here. You get to do premium plugins here and really add anything you want, customize anything you want. So this is definitely the more popular solution, but with this, you are required to go get server space somewhere. You would want to connect with somebody like Liquid Web, a hosting company that allows you to do a one-click install and install WordPress and you're off and running. So those are your two major differences between the two. Inside of it, once you actually get into it, it's pretty similar between the two platforms, but what you're looking at right now is the WordPress.org version, and for the rest of this tutorial, that's the version I'm going to be referencing. Can I build a WordPress website without knowing any code? The quick answer is yes, you can. We have really cool drag and drop environments that allow you to make dynamic, beautiful layouts, beautiful blogs, beautiful websites, just by dragging and dropping and clicking some areas. Kind of like Photoshop, but for building websites. You're going to see an example here that I'm talking about. This is the Divi Builder. If you follow my channel, you know I love the Divi theme. I'll put more resources for this theme in the description box below. But all you would do here is click on these different areas that you want to make edits and changes to. You can even click right here in this area and just start typing and add your own content. If you wanted to change an icon, you would just click on the gear icon and go in and change things easily and quickly like this. There you go. Pretty cool to do, and as you can see, I didn't have to know any code. What about structure changes? If I didn't want 4 columns and I only wanted 3 columns, you can go here inside the Divi Builder, choose 3 columns, and it'll build all that code for you. And of course, it's mobile friendly. When you use a page builder inside of WordPress, it is very, very simple to build out a beautiful looking website. There's also a lot of free templates, themes, and child themes that you can throw on a page and just literally change the content, change the picture, and you're off and running. There's a lot of opportunities. Divi is my favorite theme. I'll put more details in the description box below for you so that you can have more references to go research this theme and see how easy it is to use. I will say that there's a little bit of a learning curve, but if you follow tutorials, and there are a lot online, totally for free to watch, you'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly and easily. So is WordPress secure? That's probably one of the biggest questions I get all the time. Can it be hacked? What do you do if your website is hacked? Is WordPress something that is actually viable for my business, or is it just a blogger's tool? Well, the truth is any website out there can be hacked, right? If it's online, it's vulnerable. But there are certain things that you can do to be absolutely certain that your WordPress website stays secure. Things like updating your core, which is WordPress itself, updating your theme to be certain that that stays secure and functionable, and update any plugins that you've added to the website to be certain again that everything's running properly, it's not deprecated, it's not an old version where maybe they've found a way that it can be hacked. They've provided the patch for you, the authors have provided the patch. You should be able to click update and keep your website running very secure. If you think by some chance that, well, not everybody uses WordPress, there's no way. I want you to come here to this website, WordPress.org, and click Showcase and check and see who all uses this amazing CMS, this open source solution. You're going to find a lot of names that you love and you enjoy and that you know, and they trust WordPress, so should you. So can you use WordPress for a blog or an information-based website or a shopping cart? The answer is yes to all of those, and you can put all of those in the same thing if you wanted to. That's a little bit of how I use AskKori.com. It's an information-based website that talks all about different opportunities in the WordPress world. It gives you all sorts of different tutorials, and in that area for my tutorials is where I have my blog. You can click on any of these things and go into the blog area where you'll see my different categories, all these different things that you can click on and follow along, anything inside of here. Now, this is the same WordPress website, but it has both functions inside of it, a blog and a website. Of course, it can be one or the other as well. Or you can even add a store. This is a website that we've created on WordPress, and it is completely all of the above. It has a blog inside of it, it has a store inside of it, and it has a lot of information-based pages inside of it. So it's kind of that 3-in-1 solution. But you can easily come here, go to the shopping area, click shop now. You can go to the shopping area, find a cooker that you're interested in, view product, and you can add it to your cart and check out, all on a WordPress website. One of the most popular plugins to use inside of the WordPress site is called WooCommerce. And that's the plugin here. And guess what, you guys? It's all in the budget of free. That's right. You can start your store by plugging in WooCommerce into your WordPress website, just adding it with a couple of clicks, and you'll have all the functionality of a cart, an add to cart button, a checkout. You'll be able to do all of that. You'll be able to accept payments all on your website using this plugin. You might need some extra functionality like adding in a shipping calculator or other options for payments. If you do, then you're probably going to get a little bit of an upcharge needing to add some premium plugins. But for the most part, you can get up and running in that same budget of free. Can I add social media to my WordPress website? Absolutely, you guys. You can add different links if you want to, linking out to your social media. You can even add feeds, the actual content that you put on your social media. Check this out. This is one of my pages on AskKori.com, and it actually has my Instagram and my Twitter feed in here. Shows you all my cool posts when I post things. You can see I'm cancer-free. Holla! You can see all the different events I go to and speak at. You can see some of my friends. This is WordCamp US. And you see here that this is Instagram and this is Twitter, bringing all my feeds into one place. You can add a lot of different feeds if you want. If you'd like to know exactly which plugin I'm using, I'll put that in the description box below as well. But you can always add more icons to any of your social media links and link out to all your social networks. So what are the essentials that I need for building out a WordPress website? First things first, you're probably going to want a domain name. Everybody out there is going to want a unique domain name that they can know to get to you. Like mine, AskKori.com. You can purchase your own domain name at some place like GoDaddy.com. You would come here and type it in and see if it's available. If it's available, it'll say that it's available and it'll tell you how much that is. Typically, that's for the first year. Sometimes you can get discounts and you'll want to renew this every single year so that you don't lose your URL or your domain name. The other thing you're going to want is hosting or server space. This is where you pay to put all of your files so that people from all around the world can find your website. They call it hosting. They host your files, your content, your website. So this is the link I'm going to ask you to use. Get over here, get 35% off for 3 months because this is Liquid Web. In my opinion, they're the absolute best when it comes to WordPress hosting. They're the most secure. They have excellent support and they have the one-click install for WordPress.org. The other thing that they're going to have that's highly important that you must do is added security for your WordPress website. Remember we talked earlier about, is WordPress susceptible to hacks? Of course it is. But with a solution and a server like Liquid Web will provide for you, you'll easily be able to have high-end security in place. You probably wouldn't even need any extra plugins because this would be enough for you. They would be able to provide an SSL certificate for you that you'll be able to add to your website that gives you this little lock up here. See this? Gives you a little lock that lets everybody know that you're running a secure website. Another feature that Liquid Web offers is backups. You absolutely have to have backups in place. So this is another essential that I want to just remind you of. In case something goes wrong where you're trying to type something and you accidentally delete a whole section of your website, I promise you're going to want a backup in place. This type of solution, whenever you go with a hosting provider like Liquid Web, they're going to be able to give you that functionality included inside of your package. So they'll automatically back up your WordPress website on their server so that if anything goes wrong, you can go back and click one button and roll your website back. If you don't have a hosting provider like Liquid Web, you can use another solution. I recommend using Updraft Plus. They have a great free solution as well in a starter level, and you'll be able to come in here and go premium if you want to get all the extra bells and whistles. But for the most part, please have some sort of backup in place running, and this is a great solution for you. It isn't necessarily an essential to have to get started, but a lot of people do like to have an email address associated with their domain name. I recommend having your same email be where you also registered your domain name. So if you go over to GoDaddy and buy your domain name there, you can include an email address easily and quickly. Go in here and you're going to want email and office. You'll be able to add an email package so that you can have Kori@askkori.com. or whatever your domain name is. So what is open source? WordPress.org is an amazing content management system that is open source. Open source means that it's free to use. It is open to the general public. Anybody can make edits and tweaks and changes to it. Anybody can contribute to it. Anybody can build on it, tear it apart, add to it, and resell it. That's the amazing beauty of WordPress being open source. It's available for anyone to use and everyone to use without fees attached to it. That's why WordPress.org is totally free to download and use wherever you want. What is a WordPress theme? So while WordPress itself is this beautiful bundle of code called a content management system or CMS, it relies on a theme to lay on top of it to make it look pretty, basically, okay? So WordPress itself is kind of the core function. A theme sets the colors, the fonts, the look, and the layout. It's all the extra code that kind of gives it the structure and makes every website look a little different. That's a theme, and every WordPress website has to have one. What's cool about WordPress.org version is if you come here, you can check out all of these themes, and the majority of these are totally free, or they at least have a free version that you can get started with. So that's always going to be in the budget. The other thing you can do is purchase an upgraded theme. You know my favorite theme, if you watch my channel, is the Divi theme. It's also the world's most popular WordPress theme as of today. It has the page builder inside of it that allows you to do all sorts of cool drag and drop stuff that I already shared with you early on in this tutorial. But if you don't want to spend money on a premium theme, you're able to get started with a WordPress theme all in the budget of free. And these themes come with all sorts of different layouts, different styles. You can have some that are going to have the logo in the middle. You can have some that have the logo set on, let's see, this one, the left side over here. You can have themes that have different color palettes to them. You can have themes that have stores already inside of them. You can have themes that are focused more on a blog style layout. And you can have themes that have ad area in there so that if you wanted to monetize a site with affiliate marketing, you can do that. All of that lives inside of different themes. This is probably one of the hardest parts of starting with WordPress is figuring out which theme to use. But I have a lot of other videos I can give you to help you look at what features you might want to consider when choosing a WordPress theme. What the heck is a WordPress plugin? All right, you guys, so themes come with a lot of functionality in and of themselves, or they can come extremely stripped down, bare minimal. It really just depends on what theme you've chosen. But let's say there's extra functionality that you want to include inside of your website. Maybe your theme lives here, but now you want to add in a calendar of events. Or maybe you want to add in a video gallery, or like I showed you earlier, a social media feed. How do you do that inside of a free theme? There's a lot of free plugins available. As of today, when I'm recording this video, there are over 55,000 free plugins that you can come in here and tinker with and play. These might not all be completely free for all the functionality, but they at least have some sort of a free option for you to test them, or perhaps get to a certain level of functionality, and then you might have to pay more for an extended license or for more of a premium features. But free is always in the budget, and you can find a lot in here for free. All sorts of things can be added to your site when just a couple of clicks. This one right here is a preferred languages, allowing you to change languages for WordPress. That's pretty cool, right? Choose your certain language and translate your whole website. All sorts of different options are inside of the plugins repository, and you can access these from the dashboard of your WordPress website. In just a couple of clicks, you're clicking to install, and you're able to use all sorts of function. This is one of my favorites. Yoast SEO allows you to optimize the search engine rank of your WordPress website, and this one is all for free. Look at this, you guys. Over 5 million active installs. Yeah, this is one of the big boys. What is a WordPress widget? Well, first of all, it's just a fun word, widget. It's actually an area on your website that allows you to put content into it dynamically and have it appear across the entire area of your website. So back up for a second. One of the things that used to frustrate people is whenever you try to make an edit to a website, you realize that you have content in one area and you make that change, but maybe that content also lives on a lot of other pages. So what you don't want to do is have to go in and make changes on all those other pages. What you want to do is be more efficient with your editing. You want to be able to go to one area and make that change and have it appear across your whole website. That's able to be done inside of a widget box. And a lot of authors are very generous with all their different widget areas. This particular website that I'm running, AskKori.com, has widgets on this right side here, allowing me to put in an image with a link, allowing me to put in all of my content for my categories, for my blog articles, adding in affiliate links right here as well. You get to see all of this living here. All of this is built in here with widget boxes. I can go to one area inside of my dashboard, make one change, and no matter what page this lives on, that change will be published. I've got all sorts of other videos that'll help you understand widgets and how to use them effectively. I'll put that in the description box below. How do you set up your home page inside of WordPress? One of the trickiest things to do is to actually get started with WordPress. How do you install it? How do you actually step-by-step choose a theme and install a theme? I've got all of that in place, and I'm going to put those videos back to back to back in the description box below. There's also a video that's super important that you watch, and that is how do you set up your home page? A lot of times out of the box, your theme is going to choose your home page to be a blog area and not just a standard information page. So if you're trying to build a blog, you're off and running. But if you want to actually have a home page on your website, how do you do that? I'm going to give you a full tutorial on the couple of clicks that it takes to set up your home page. It's super easy to do, but if nobody's taught you, how would you even know? How do you make your WordPress website look like the demo? One of the most frustrating things is to find a theme that you fall in love with, and then you go and either purchase it or you download it. You go and you install it perfectly, you click activate, and it doesn't look like anything that demo just showed you it can do. So how the heck do you get it to look like that? Is it going to take you hours? Do you have to know code? Not at all. There's a couple of quick steps that you can do to easily activate and install demo content that'll make your website look exactly like that demo, especially if the author was smart and included it for you. I'm going to show you where to go to get that all inside of this video that I've already done for you. This is step-by-step process on how to actually install a theme and go get that demo content. How do you update WordPress? So earlier on, we talked about the security of WordPress. Updates are absolutely required. And it's probably one of the most annoying things about WordPress, but one of the most critical. So I cannot stress to you enough how important it is that you need to log into your WordPress website at least monthly. If you're not there to add content, at least get there to click update and be absolutely certain that all of your plugins are running safely and securely. If you think to yourself, I'm totally going to forget to do that, and I want that to be an automated solution, you can rely on a great hosting company like Liquid Web to provide that solution for you and to give you auto updates. A lot of times, those can be scary, but if you have a great solution like Liquid Web has for you, it's done with added security measures in place to be certain that nothing breaks, nothing goes wonky on your website. So those automated updates are always in place for you, keeping your website secure. I'll also give you this link. I have quite a few different tutorials here on how to update your website, especially if you've got a purchase theme. Sometimes that can get tricky on how you update those things, how you update purchased plugins as well. You always want to be running the latest version. So where can I learn more about WordPress? So obviously over on AskKori.com, I've got over 400 videos and tutorials that you can walk through step by step on how to improve your online marketing, how to do things with WordPress. And I have an entire beginner section. I'll put that link in the description box below. I also have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel dedicated to beginners. I'll put that in the description box below. If you know me, you also know that I love WP101.com. This is a phenomenal resource for all of you who learn best by video tutorials, right? Come here, and this is high-end professional video tutorials that will teach you step by step how to add an image to a page, how to link to a PDF file, how to add a plugin, how to click on and add a post to your WordPress blog area. This teaches you step by step. They also have some really cool tutorials when it comes to Gutenberg, which is the internal drag and drop solution. They also have some WooCommerce for shopping cart tutorials in here, super, super cool. And they'll teach you some other things like working with Jetpack, Ninja Forms, event calendars, MailPoet, and Yoast SEO that I mentioned earlier for improving your search engine optimization. And lastly, I'm going to give you a bunch of other spots online that you can go to. I'm going to give you this link right here that gives you a couple of different articles that I've written about how and where to go to learn WordPress. One of the best places you can go to, though, is a WordCamp. For those of you in the Phoenix area, for February 7th through the 9th, 2020, I'll be attending WordCamp Phoenix. Be sure to come check us out. There's going to be a whole lot of speakers, a whole lot of cool stuff. So this is definitely a longer video. This one's going to walk you through a lot of other resources too, but don't be overwhelmed by it. There's a lot of people who love WordPress, who have videos out here that are ready to help you and ready to give you free resources. You can tweet to me if you have more questions, if you'd like me to make a video just for you. If you're struggling with something that's kind of broad and general when it comes to WordPress, please give me a tweet or leave a comment in this video below. I will reach out to you. I will try to make a video for you and help you step by step improve your online marketing. Hope this has helped y'all. Be sure to reach out to Liquid Web. I'm going to give you a coupon code for 35% off your first 3 months with them. I know you're going to love them. I love them. They're a huge resource for me, and their support is phenomenal. If you have a WordPress question, they're there ready to help. All right, you guys, I will see y'all next WordPress Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Hey, if you like this video, please be sure to click like, give me a thumbs up, comment on the video, and please subscribe because every Wednesday I'm creating content just like this to help you improve your online marketing inside the world of WordPress, whether it's building out your WordPress website, improving your freelance business. All of you who might be freelance people, be sure to check out Press Tribe. It's one of our freelancer communities online. It's a Slack channel, totally free to join. And if you're interested, be sure to attend a WordCamp in your area. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a great one. I'll see you next time. Subscribe. Bye.